Welcome to Billionaire Eden, where we uncover the untold stories of the ultra-wealthy and the powerful. Today, we continue our Billionaire President series with the extraordinary and controversial journey of a man who rose from the ashes of communism to become one of Europe's richest and most polarizing leaders. This is the untold story of Andrej Babiš, the billionaire businessman who became the Prime Minister of the Czech Republic. Andrej Babiš's story begins in Bratislava, then part of Czechoslovakia, in 1954. His father was a high-ranking diplomat, which meant young Andrej was not confined to the closed walls of communism. He traveled abroad, studied in Geneva and Paris, and saw firsthand the power of money and influence. Those early experiences planted a seed, a realization that the world was not equal, that those with resources controlled the future, and that he wanted to be one of them. As communism collapsed in the early 1990s, chaos consumed Czechoslovakia. State-owned companies were privatized at lightning speed. For ordinary people, it was a time of uncertainty. For a man like Babis, it was the opportunity of a lifetime. He founded Agrofert, a trading company, and quickly maneuvered his way into acquiring agriculture and chemical businesses. He bought low, expanded fast, and reinvested aggressively. By the late 1990s, Agrofert was no longer just a company, it was an empire. Farms, food production, chemicals, forestry, even media outlets, Babis's reach extended into every corner of Czech life. His fortune grew into the billions. He wasn't just a businessman, he was becoming untouchable. But wealth, for Babis, was never enough. He watched the political elite struggle with scandal after scandal, corruption after corruption, and he saw a new path forward. He would enter politics, not as one of them, but as an outsider. In 2011, he launched ANYO, which stands for Action of Dissatisfied Citizens. His message was clear: I am not a politician, I am a businessman. I will run the state like a company. For a nation tired of corruption, his words were magnetic. The people believed in his promise to drain the swamp, to fight corruption, to bring order where there was chaos. By 2017, Andrej Babiš was Prime Minister of the Czech Republic. A billionaire now ruled the nation. For his supporters, it was a victory. For his critics, it was a nightmare. Could a man with so much wealth truly represent ordinary citizens? Could he separate his empire from his political power? Controversy soon followed. Babis was accused of using European Union subsidies to enrich his companies, disguising them under the names of his children. Investigations spread, newspapers ran damning headlines, and rivals painted him as a fraud. Yet, time and again, Babis insisted he was innocent, a victim of conspiracies designed to bring him down. But the storm only grew darker. In 2021, the Pandora papers revealed offshore dealings, luxury properties in France purchased through secret companies. The man who promised to fight corruption now stood accused of it on a global stage. Protesters filled the streets of Prague, carrying banners that accused him of betrayal. For many, the mask had slipped. The savior had become the very thing he swore to fight. Still, Babis did not fade quietly. His grip on the media, his empire in agriculture, and his network of loyal supporters ensured that his shadow remained over Czech politics. He continued to campaign, to defend himself, to argue that he was the only one who could lead the nation forward. His story is one of contradictions, a billionaire who promised to fight corruption, yet faced endless accusations of it. A leader who spoke for ordinary citizens, yet lived a life far removed from their struggles. The suspense in Andrej Babiš's story is not about whether he is guilty or innocent. It lies in the larger question he represents: can billionaires ever be trusted to lead? Or does their immense wealth make them prisoners of their own interests? And there is a lesson here. Wealth, when combined with political power, can be both a blessing and a curse. It can bring efficiency, decisiveness, and results. But it can also breed suspicion, division, and corruption. Babis's legacy is a reminder that when billionaires step into the halls of government, the people must watch closely, for the line between public service and private profit is dangerously thin. So, as you reflect on this story, ask yourself, should nations be run like companies? And can billionaires ever truly put the people before their own fortune? This was the untold story of Andrej Babiš, the billionaire businessman who became Prime Minister of the Czech Republic, whose rise, wealth, and scandals leave behind lessons the world cannot ignore. Don't forget to subscribe to Billionaire Eden, like this video, and share it with others who want to uncover the hidden wealth of the world's most powerful leaders. And stay tuned, because the next billionaire president's story will take us even deeper into the dangerous dance between money and power.